This video is intended for principals and library media specialists to give an overview of the process for library media specialist evaluation within the Network for Educator Effectiveness. It provides a layout of the data points for the library media specialist evaluation, and then the timeline for the evaluation cycle. Our goal is always to provide a simple and powerful approach to educator evaluation that promotes conversation and continuous growth. There are 3 data sources that come together to make the library media specialist summative. The first source is the library media specialist organizer. The second data source is the PD plan that the librarian will fill out. The third data source is a classroom observation that would be appropriate for library media specialists that provide consistent and scheduled regular classroom-style teaching as part of their responsibilities. First, let's look at the Librarian Specialist Evaluation Organizer. That organizer is on the data tool for the Library Media Specialist in the My Organizers button on the navigation bar. It is also available in a Word document format within the Help and Resources button on the navigation bar of the data tool. The Library Media Specialist Organizer will be used to gather evidence from the Library Media Specialist on the elements within that organizer. Each element within the Library Media Specialist Organizer is related directly to the job responsibilities a library media specialist may have within a district or a school. The organizer consists of 11 elements total. It is a district's choice as to how many elements that a librarian provides evidence for, and which of those indicators they provide evidence for. The PD plan for a library media specialist is exactly the same as it is for teachers within the Network for Educator Effectiveness. It should be treated the same and implemented and discussed using the same process. The library media specialist should align their PD focus on an area of need based on student data or reflection of their professional practice around the major functions of the library media specialist position. The third data point is classroom observation data. This will be most appropriate for settings where content is being taught by the library media specialist in a regular scheduled manner. A custom classroom observation template could be created for the library media specialist to focus on specific behaviors important to the content delivery needed for the skills that the librarian is teaching. The number of observations will be dependent on the time spent by the library media specialist presenting material to students. Let's now take a look at the process of evaluation. The process and the timeline of the evaluation cycle play an important role. Each data point should be associated with a conversation between evaluator and the educator at multiple times throughout the year. Conversations should occur after each observation. Those conversations should occur prior to the beginning of the professional development plan or evaluation organizer. At a mid-cycle point to check in on the progress of those organizers, and at the end of the cycle before the evaluation organizer and/or professional development plan are scored. The library media specialist will begin to add evidence in the library media specialist evaluation organizer in the elements to be part of the annual review. Once the pre-implementation portion of the PD plan is approved by the supervisor, the library media specialist can begin their PD activities. Classroom observations will start and continue throughout the fall. The library media specialist will continue to add evidence in the organizer in the elements to be part of the annual review. The library media specialist can continue their PD activities. If the library media specialist is up for March board review, the PD plan, organizer, and classroom observations will be completed in February and submitted into a summative report for the March board review. For those that will not have their board review in March, the library media specialist will continue to add evidence in the library media specialist evaluation organizer to complete and submit for scoring prior to the summative being completed by their evaluator. The library media specialists conclude their PD activities by early April and prepare their PD plan for review and scoring in April, prior to the summative being completed by their evaluator. The opportunity for classroom teaching practices to be observed will continue until the summative is completed by the evaluator. The library media specialist should review their scoring reports. The 3 individual reports that will generate from the 3 data points include the library media specialist organizer, the PD plan, and the classroom observation report, as well as from the summative report. The information from those reports should help to determine the focus of the PD plan for the next school year. The librarian evaluation process consists of 3 points of data that should begin and continue conversations specific to the responsibilities of the library media specialist as an educator throughout the year. Information concerning the library media specialist, including the scoring rubrics for all 3 data points and the word templates for the library media specialist evaluation organizer and the professional development plan, are available within the Help and Resources tab of the NEE data tool. If you have further questions or may require further assistance, please contact us at our help desk at nee@missouri.edu or by calling 1-844-793-4257. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your efforts in educating the students in your schools.